But when it comes to keeping it alive, Ray Ratto, no team in the world kept their year alive more than the United States today. You are our resident soccer aficionado, certainly from 3 to 6 p.m. here on 95.7 The Game. Ray, besides a Christian Pulisic goal, which was dramatic in many ways, what did I see today? My novice soccer eye told me I saw a team, tell me if I'm right or wrong, dominate a game as much as you can with a 1-0 result. Am I anywhere in the clubhouse of handicapping what I saw correctly?
You're in the parking lot.
Okay, good.
If you dominate a game the way they allegedly did, you find a way to score another goal and make it very comfortable on yourself. They couldn't do that because they don't have scorers, which meant that Iran scared them about 12 different times in the second half. It's their one great flaw. They've got a great midfield, a midfield that can pretty much play with any group in the world other than about 6 or 7 countries. But they don't have a striker, and their defense can be beaten up a bit. So I think they're going to have a hell of a time with the Netherlands on Saturday.
But in the meantime,
they're not dead yet.
They can only win the game in front of them, and they won it today. Now, look, we're not going to talk about should the World Cup even be being played in this country, because the answer we know is no, it shouldn't be, but it is. So here we are. What are we going to do? We're going to enjoy it the only way I really know how.
You'll sleep through it on Saturday.
No, let's just go ahead and start with some good audio, because I'm in the business of good audio. This is John Strong calling it as most of America, I'm guessing, saw it today on Fox.
Des making a big run. It's meant for him. Des is stuck in behind. Des into the middle. Pulisic scores! Might have paid the price, but the U.S. takes the lead.
Might have paid the price. Do we know what happened to Christian Pulisic? Is there any injury report, or did he get it in the nuts?
He's been hospitalized with what they are describing as a potential abdominal injury.
Okay. Well, I mean, it looked like he caught an awful lot of the business end of the goalkeeper's knee. And if, you know, he tried to keep going there for a little while, did he not? I mean, like,
yeah, he tried to tough it out, but eventually, if you're getting taken to the hospital for an abdominal thing, it means you've probably got a bruised internal organ of some sort, and you don't move around very well when you got that, as someone I know might be able to testify.
Yeah, no, that'll go ahead and slow you down in the midsection a little bit. Not that I've ever been soccerized in my midsection, but that looked like that looked like the rare that soccer player is laying down and it legitimately hurt. Like that guy's really hurt. He's not jaking it for any moment. There's no doubt about it. Let's go, because any soccer goal happening in another language is better than it happening in English. Let's go to Andres Cantor on Telemundo. We'll just go with the edited version. And
no. We need the whole thing.
I know. So I would just want people to see what might have been and what we insist on it being. This is the short version.
Otra vez Tyler. Para Weston McKinney, se mete Serginho. Vino para Serginho Des. El toque medio, posición. Goal!
Oh, see, we just went through the first goal. There's got to be a few others. I mean, here's the thing. You know, Ray, I understand we live in a time of political correctness, but when you're playing certain Curtis Mayfield songs, you just let the master put his song out the way he wants to. And even though that word might not be acceptable and that phrase might be offensive these days, if you want to play Curtis Mayfield, you just play Curtis Mayfield. And on that note, we go to Andres Cantor in his full glory. I believe this takes about 50 seconds. Go.
Otra vez Tyler. Para Weston McKinney, se mete Serginho. Vino para Serginho Des. El toque medio, posición. Goal!
Andres Cantor on Telemundo, A+. Ray, how old is he now?
He's 55.
Really?
It just seems like he's 85. And you can hear he's running out of steam. Because he drops an octave after the first one, and then maybe another half an octave for the fourth one. I don't think he's got full minute calls left in him.
And I don't think, I mean, like, it's like listening to a band that you're really familiar with age. I mean, it's like listening to a young Jerry Garcia or an old Jerry Garcia. You can hear the difference. And man, that is Andres Cantor's voice has been through an awful lot of international incidents, and it's paying the tax at the age of 55. But either way, he's still fantastic. And if you're a soccer fan in the United States, you got what you wanted today.
It's why a ton of people who are not Spanish speaking or Spanish comprehending will still watch Telemundo, because there's something about how they do soccer that is so dramatically different than the way Americans do soccer that you can figure it out without knowing the language. Well, it's uncanny.
It's audio theater. I mean, you don't have to be able to speak that language to know what is going on, the way they inflect, and it's great stuff. It's great stuff. My favorite part of any soccer game is the international goal call, should we get one. And it was a big one for USA Today. Congratulations. I know Dan Dibley's very excited. He's a big soccer guy. Ray, I know you like soccer.
Spadoni's unbearable.
Spadoni, big soccer guy at the station. I'm not even going to give anyone else like that huge credit for being big soccer guy. Well,
Lucas, Grandy, they pay attention.
I also have some good news if you would like it. Christian Pulisic apparently after the match FaceTimed his teammates and said there's no way he's missing Saturday's game. So
well, he's not a doctor, so he should shut up.
I trust his word over anybody else's.
Including the doctor that's examining him?
Yes, it's the World Cup, Ray.
Oh, okay.
Need your best player.
You idiot.
Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah, open a wound and then rub some dirt on it. It's just a kidney.
It's only an abdomen. Look, you don't even need.
It's a pulled pancreas. You know, guys will limp with that.
You don't need a gallbladder. Trust me. Just trust me. You don't need one. So look, when's the next? It's Netherlands on
Saturday morning.
Saturday morning. Oh.
Do not be fooled when Fox tells you that it's 6, because that's the hour-long pregame show that makes you want to hit your self in the head with hammers. 7 o'clock is kick.
But then you get an Alexi Lawless fire-up speech, which was electric. I didn't hear today's, but on Fridays it was really great. Really set the tone.
Hey, Ray, maybe on
Guru
Friday.
did that once. I mean, who's kidding who here?
Good point.
Maybe on Friday, Ray, you can give us your Team USA go beat the Netherlands fire-up speech.
I can do it now.
Go ahead.
Just play fast and get it over with.
There we go. Keep that clock running. Can I just ask 2 soccer questions without opening up an entire 25 minutes, because we don't have much time together before we get right into Warriors Live and our focus becomes the Golden State Warriors. But I just have 2 soccer questions. Why don't they just stop the clock when there's an injury? Why do injury time? Or is the answer simply it's just tradition?
It's just tradition.
Okay, because it seemed like you'd want to have the players would want to know somewhere, somehow, how much time is going to be remaining.
Play through the whistle.
Okay. Why does the goaltender wear a different uniform?
Because he's the only one that can legally handle the ball.
Right.
It's easier for the officials to see a goaltender reach up and grab a ball when he's wearing a different color shirt than everybody else. Simply a visual aid.
Wouldn't the gloves give it away since he's the only one wearing goalkeeper mitts?
Well, I suppose it could, but goaltender mitts are a relatively new phenomenon, at least in the potholder variety. But there are players who can wear gloves, not goaltenders' gloves, but they can wear gloves like on a cold day. So it just makes it that much clearer. And in the past, there weren't gloves. You played with your bare hands. So it's just one more thing that it's a visual aid. It doesn't bother anybody. It's easier to pick the goaltender in a crowd of maniacs.
My last observation from the game is simply this. If you'd like to see the face of terror go ahead and look at the U.S. goalkeeper's face when that ball is trickling behind him and then another teammate comes and sweeps it away. The slow-mo replay of his look like, oh, my God, I just gave up a game-winning goal or a game-tying goal or a we got eliminated goal in the 90th minute. The look on his face has to be one of those, like, that's got to be at the cover of Sports Illustrated this week.
Well, if Sports Illustrated still put out covers, you'd be right. But I think we could say, if we say it is the OS moment.
No doubt about it. So look, I watched another soccer game. There's a win for you, soccer. And I guess the win for me was there was actually a goal scored in this one. So I was watching. It happened. I feel good about it. America's happy. Ray's happy.
Why am I happy?
Because you love America. You love soccer.
I like watching soccer games. I don't care who wins.
There you go. Well, you get more soccer games
If Iran had tied the game on that goal, I'd have been just as nonplussed.
Yes, your indifference is absolutely well documented. Thank you.